Good morning. Welcome to Exploring the Ka with host Ra Castaldo. And this is my morning session once again. I'm about to leave for work. It's becoming a daily routine, everybody. And if it wasn't for all you subscribers that are joining on a daily basis, I wouldn't be so anxious to be continuing these videos. And I already have almost 500 subscribers. Even though I've had my YouTube channel for a while, I only really started to do videos like a month or two ago. So it's you know, creating we're creating a pretty cool platform here for discussions and for information. And like me and some of my colleagues and friends have talked about in some of our interviews, we are in a time of remembering. You know, this is the information highway is at an all-time high. And welcome to today. This is my first edition of the Dream Prophecies series. And I've already started my magic series. We have my Naga file series that started already, and now this is the third series that I'm going to start. It's called the Dream Prophecies series, or Prophetic Dreams series. Me being hereditary Strega, my lineage, we are dream prophets or dream seers, and not all of us have the abilities, but when it is passed down through the lineages with each generation, if one does you know, have these abilities awakened within them in the lineage, it gets stronger each time that's passed down. It gets stronger and stronger and stronger. So it really becomes more potent with each generation. It builds to the power of the abilities. And in this version of my Prophetic Dreams series, I want to talk about something that's been a pretty relevant topic lately. And it's a dream that or a vision that I had almost a year ago now. I talked about it in several interviews that I was on, but I never went into it in too much detail. I've had this vision 3 or 4 times in about a 2-month period, about a year ago. And each I wasn't dreaming. One was a dream. The other couple of times I was in a waking state, and it was more like a lucid vision where it was so real. The first time I've ever had this, it was a dream, and I woke up drenched in sweat and so real that I like ran to the window to look outside to make sure there were giants walking around. Like, that's how intense and real it was. So basically, you know, also too, I want everybody to try to pick up this book, the Book of Enoch. I have several copies. This one is my tortoise shit copy. You know, pages are coming out and everything. You know, I've gone through it with highlighters but basically this book almost describes what I saw in my dream as well, or my vision. The vision that I had, it's been the same exact vision every time. I would say the whole thing lasts not even a minute or two. And basically, okay, the best way I could describe it is I see a crystal fortress. Like, there's crystal pyramids, there's digital inside the crystals, like, and they're rowed and layered. The pyramids that I saw, it's like almost like a Giza pyramid, but it's made of crystal and digital. That's the best way I can describe it. Like, it's like a crystal type structure, but there's rows on the pyramid, and each row has this digital hieroglyphic type writing, and it's moving. You know, it's almost like flowing, like water almost, but it's digital. And there's layers of the pyramid, and there's a sea of water in front of it, but the water is digital as well. It's like digital waters. That's the best way I could describe it. And so there are these monster-like giants, I guess the best way to describe it, because their each one of their facial features looks like they're suspended in pain, like a weird, like it was almost something was hurting, like they were in pain when they were being put into suspended animation, almost like they were yelling. Maybe either it was against their will, or it was some kind of pain through the technology that was being used, because I feel like they were being put in suspended animation or stasis, and basically frozen in time. And there are probably hundreds of them I saw in this crystal fortress, and they are lined up in how, like, there's, okay, say there's a mountain of crystal. There's, like, cut into the crystal are like little round holes so you could fit each giant in, you know? And each giant has this headset on, almost like, I didn't see anything over here, but on their ears are these huge mechanical-like things that look like they can turn. And almost like Princess Leia's hair, but it's a mechanical device. Almost looking like what Princess Leia's hair looks like, a round circle, but it's a lot larger, really larger. And it looks like it connects in the back or something, I'm not sure. But there's these large things on, and these giants are awakening. And from my impression, they've been sleeping for hundreds of thousands of years in this suspended animation, and they're awakening, and the crystals were lighting up, and the information was going like really flying through, like around on the pyramids and everything. And you know, as I looked around, the whole thing only lasted a few seconds or a minute, and it was this feeling of fear, like unbridled fear, like from the core of my being, fear. And I don't, the weird thing is that after I started sharing this information, my good friend James Bartley, you can check him out at thecosmicswitchboard.com. He told me the story of the Wingmakers. See, I've had other dreams that almost had to do with this as well, you know, that I'll get into another series with me, you know, in the dream, like a new Earth was found, and then there was these quantum computers and D-waves. I'll get into that. I've talked about it on some of my other interviews, but that'll be my next prophetic dreams video, because this one is about the giants. But basically, this crystal fortress, I feel like it's in inner Earth, you know, and I feel like, you know, the Anunnaki, or what we call the Anunnaki, or what the Sumerian, you know, Zachariah Sitchin deciphering all the Sumerian tablets, and other people, the guy in Africa now, and different people that have been, Zachariah has passed away now, but you know what I'm saying, all the Anunnaki information that's been uncovered, you know, everybody's always saying, when are they going to return? I don't really feel these Anunnaki or Atlanteans ever left. I think they went into inner Earth, or within Earth, and that's exactly where these giants, I feel like, are being held. Even if you go into the book of Enoch, you know, Enoch himself is on this journey, and he goes and he sees crystal mountains, and he goes into this whole, you know, pilgrimage where he's traveling, you know, and I really feel like he's in some kind of inner Earth fortress with crystal mountains and crystal, you know, everything. He talks about it in here, and you know, fire, and I really feel like that he was in inner Earth, and he even, you see, I really feel that these Anunnaki, hundreds of thousands of years ago, are the Draco, and these Draco may even have AI consciousness, you know, some kind of artificial consciousness where they don't age. They're programmed to do genetic manipulation, and you know, I really feel like when they created us, and we have that divine spark of creation, a soul, a beautiful soul, they also created astral thought form guardians to watch over our divine spark. And these beings got intermingled somehow with the lore, with the Draco, but they're two different entities. I really feel like that the Grigori, some of the Archangel Michael and these archangels and fallen, they are not the same thing as Anunnaki, but they're very related. Even the Goetia demons that they call, I believe that these are astral thought form creations, almost like astral gods, if you want to use that way, to watch over us, you know, to watch over our divine spark. They're these astral thought form guardians, you know, and they were never meant to intermingle with us in any way, but when they did, things got really corrupted and really messed up here on Earth. And some of them were locked away in these astral thought form prisons, and they're cubes in the astral. And even the religion are cubes, you know, they in the astral form, we are locked in these cubes, in these religious prisons. And I really believe that these, I don't really like using the word gods, but these demigods or these great beings, these astral creations, are confused with some of these. And I really feel like that's what they are these astral thought form guardians that were put here to watch over our divine spark and our souls, while the Draco harvests our souls and works with our genetic material and keeps us preoccupied with religion and everything, so they can really work on our souls and where it comes from. And they're so infatuated with our soul. And I really feel like I'm onto something with all that, and that these visions aren't just crazy dreams, that they truly are what's going on. And this might be what's taking place in Antarctica. These ancient gods or giants might be awakening, you know, and who knows? It all leads to something, and other psychics and other people are pulling in similar information from the astral. So it's something to think about, and you know, take some time discussing. Comment, like, share, subscribe. Check me out, themysticalspiral.com, Spiral Radio, Friday nights at 8 p.m, Para X Radio Network, and Exploring the Ka, right here on YouTube, baby. Take care and spiral out.